Are you looking for a new football news app? I can't lie, that's a very odd thing to just say in normal conversation, but I mean, then you've got to make sure to check out One Football down in the description below for all of your news, whether you're a Barca fan, Liverpool fan, or an Alfreton. I don't know if it has them, I'm not gonna lie. Just download it anyway. So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to welcome you to yet another Wolves FIFA 19 Career Mode episode here today. And we have got another blockbuster in store for you. Last time we had quite a lot of drama, not gonna lie. We faced Torino in the Europa League, sorry, not in the Champions League yet, Brighton in the Premier League and Spurs in the Premier League, all of that coming after a Crystal Palace tie in the domestic campaign as well. It was a good episode overall, lots of goals. If you haven't seen it, there'll be a link in the top right of the screen. Today, though, it is serious fixture congestion season, and we're not even close to the Christmas period. It's still October, and we've got 3 games in the space of 5 days. Celtic on a Thursday, Leicester on a Saturday. I don't know why on earth we'd have a game on a Saturday, and then Reading in the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup. Now, slight spoiler here, last episode was a very impressive one performance-wise, and most notably for this man here. Adama Traore wins Player of the Episode from last time. He was on 8 points before, and an extra 3 points for winning that award means he is now entitled to a potential boost in the next transfer window. So shout out to him, Adama Traore. His performances across the course of the series have now earned him that first potential boost. Last time out, he was absolutely incredible, scoring 3 goals and getting an assist. Second place and 2 points go to a Youth Academy graduate for the first time in this series. Max Jackson stepped in between the sticks and was very good indeed. For a 66 rated goalkeeper, he gets onto that list for the first time with those 2 points, and Joseph Martinez gets 1. I believe he is now only 1 point away from a second potential boost, so that looks very imminent for the Venezuelan. So it is an extremely changed side here for our first game of this episode against Celtic away from home at the East Point Arena. Should really be Celtic Park, but we'll gloss over that one. As you can see, Max Jackson remains in between the sticks, but the likes of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Willy Bolly and Lloyd Kelly all into defence. It's a completely new midfield, and we've got a front 3 of Diogo Jota, Jonathan David and Helder Costa. So we're 2 from 2 in Europe after a victory over in Switzerland and then a win on home turf against Torino here in the Europa League. A 3rd win here against Celtic, and we are looking in very good shape, given most likely both Celtic and St. Gallen will be on 1 point, if that is the case. If we do win, both Celtic and St. Gallen will only be on 1 point after 3 games, and that is almost insurmountable in the second half of the group stages. Inside to Diade Samaseku, Andreas Pereira gives White, that's through now to Jonathan David, and it is in to the back of the net. 6 minutes gone, and Jonathan David, I think, scores his first goal of the series and his first goal in a Wolves shirt. Jonathan David gets his first goal. I think, to be honest with you, once Craig Gordon's got that much of an arm on it, maybe he should be saving it. It might not actually be his first goal of the series. I seem to recall him scoring in the league earlier on, either in this season or right at the end of season number 1. Regardless, I do not care. A lot of space opening up, and we've got a decent counter-attacking opportunity now with Helder Costa. Still going is the Portuguese winger. He can go all the way, potentially. Helder Costa forces a save out of Craig Gordon. Is Helder Costa. He's got support, has the Portuguese international. Still Helder Costa plays it back into Diogo Jota, who hits the post. Really good effort and great link-up play between the 2 wingers. Andreas Pereira, that's now over into Morgan Gibbs-White, who times it well. It'll fall over to Diogo Jota. To the back stick is Helder Costa, and he's hit the bar. How on earth have we not scored a second goal there? That was a simple header for Helder Costa to just stick away. Andreas Pereira with the ball down the line. We're looking really dangerous now in this game. This is Diogo Jota who goes with the finesse, and what a goal that is. The second has been on the cards, and what a way to score it after missing 2 glorious opportunities, one with Jota and then one with Helder Costa. We at least make up for it with a really classy goal. The ball out from Andreas Pereira down the left-hand side. Jota easily cuts in and then finesses it into the far corner. Nice to see that timed finesses are still OP as ever. And it is a really nice goal from Diogo Jota. Biton turns Samaseku really nicely, and Charm now again goes with a long shot, might fall to Arzani. We're defending well, but Juba on the turn has somehow picked out the top corner. I mean, fair enough. Diogo Jota scored a blinder. Juba might well have beaten that one with just a minute and a half left of the first half. To be honest, I don't see what else we could have done with this. We were defending really, really well. The 6'6" frame of our youth academy goalkeeper was getting absolutely nowhere near that one. Maguire. Here's Andreas Pereira. Out wide is Helder Costa in acres of space. It's Helder Costa, and there is our 2-goal lead back. It is simple as you like. From Wolves, 3 goals to 1 here in the first minute of first half injury time. Some good goals in this game, not gonna lie. What we've had Jonathan David now, Diogo Jota and Helder Costa. All of our front 3 now on the score sheet, and we've got a bit more comfort back in this game. First half comes to a close following that flurry of goals. Diogo Jota with one of them. Andreas Pereira can now find Diogo Jota, and this counter-attack is looking blinding. Over on the other side is Helder Costa. In the middle will be Morgan Gibbs-White. He's been found, and it's just over the bar from the youngster. Goes for the 1-2 with Andreas Pereira, and it comes off for the Nigerian. Got a lot of space to run into now as Kelvin Lawal. Still the youngster will try and cut back. He's rinsed Cedric Suarez. He'll go for the shot as well. But Craig Gordon is there to claim. Kelvin Lawal has ended a career there. And Charm into Rojic very nicely. Bit of space there for Morgan to run into. Great save from Jackson. Lloyd Kelly will then get it clear. Good stuff from Jackson there. Wan-Bissaka not really tracking the run of Morgan. That's the first mistake he's made really all game. It's the first mistake any of our defenders have actually made all game. That is the end of the game. Not a classic in the second half, but a couple of chances here and there. It is 3 from 3 in the Europa League. We are looking very good in European competition. Looks as if we've got this group on lock. 3 pretty comfortable wins in the end, though Celtic were probably our most difficult opposition. 9 points from 9 then in the group stages so far, and Andreas Pereira had a big part to play in that one. 9.5 rating for him, 9.2 for Helder Costa, 8.8 for Gibbs-White, and an 8.9 for Diogo Jota. Jonathan David and our entire back line as well, also very impressive there against Celtic. We move swiftly on after that European victory there against Celtic to a home tie in the Premier League against Leicester. Now, unfortunately, we are without someone who would have been playing against their former team in this game. Harry Maguire is out through a knock that he picked up right at the end, right at the end of his performance against Celtic. He came off towards the end of the game, but he picked up a little bit of an injury, so he is out for this game. Connor Cody comes in to replace him and starts alongside Upamecano. Nice to welcome Leicester to the Molineux Stadium, a side that I've also used in a career mode on this channel way back on FIFA 16. One of my favourite series, if not my favourite series ever on this channel. Wolves, though, are making a claim for trying to beat that series. Regardless, we've got to put our original allegiances aside and try and get a victory here, which would be, I don't know how many in a row, actually. Obviously, the Tottenham game came as a little bit of a blow, but our form generally in the last 2 episodes has been really good so far. Andy King and Harvey Barnes, Callum Elder as well, so not exactly the strongest Leicester team, actually, going into this game. Hakim Ziyech there with the first time finesse, comes back to him again, but it's wide of the post. I was actually expecting to make a stand tackle the second time, so wasn't expecting the shot there. Munir and Sancho with some good link-up play, and now this is Jadon Sancho, can put the ball in. It's towards Hakim Ziyech, and his header is an easy one to claim for Eldin Jakupovic. Can try and play a really long ball over the top. Adama Traore is in space. Can he get on the end of it? Yes, he can. Great work from Adama and a great pick out from Neves. So Adama Traore still now into Munir. That's over to Hakim Ziyech, and he has somehow put that over the bar. How has he missed from there? I didn't even put that much power on that. That is hands up. It's a save. Jadon Sancho having to cover here for Johnny Otto, but he's done a very good job of that. Into the Spaniard, who's a left back, who should be playing as a left back, but instead seems to be wanting to be a left mid. Hughes intercepted by Adama, but will fall kindly to Elder. He then gives it back to Adama again. Adama bursting through on goal. Adama Traore, and it's just about got through the goalkeeper. And yet again, it is poor stuff from an AI goalkeeper, and it allows us to get the first goal of the game. And of course, it is Adama Traore again. We saw it in the Celtic game. A shot basically just going straight through the goalkeeper. It all comes from a mistake from the Leicester left-back, Callum Elder, who gives it straight to Adama. He has the pace to get away, obviously, from the defenders. And Marty probably should have blocked it. Jakupovic certainly should have saved it. It's a 1-goal lead that, based on the quality of the 2 teams, we should definitely have. This is literally Wolves A team versus Leicester B team right now. But obviously, performance-wise, we've not actually been that amazing. We've not had that many incredible chances. So, Hakim Ziyech, though, now into Ruben Neves. Neves. That is over towards Munir. Can't quite get on it. Does in the end, though. The shot is just past the post from the Spaniard. El Abdellaoui with a nice ball there into Thomas. The ball through there, and it's just wide by Amati. I managed to read that ball coming and came across with Connor Cody. I think he just about did enough, actually, to put Amati off. Nice little body feint there from Amati. Now into Wilfred and Ndidi, and it's just over the bar. Is that a save, or is it always rising? No, it is a goal kick in the end. Leicester really looking a little bit dangerous in this game. We haven't really made sure of this victory yet. It's still only 1-0 obviously, so goes backwards a little bit. Ruben Neves manages to block the ball. Jackson will need to come and get that one. Only punches it there. Didn't look sure of himself, but it does find Martinez. Back out wide again for Adama Traore. He's got men in the middle, but he'll choose to cut back. Will Adama ball in towards Jadon Sancho. Well saved by Jakubovic. Back to Sancho again. It's over the bar. Somehow we do not score a second right at the death, but it is a victory regardless. It doesn't matter really apart from goal difference, but the 3 points is the main thing, and that is what we collect. A 1-0 victory, far from secure, far from a classic. Not a great game overall, if I'm going to be honest with you. Adama is the man of the match after grabbing the winning goal. He almost grabbed himself an assist right at the end for his winger partner Jadon Sancho, but a relatively poor effort from the Englishman meant that wasn't to be. Kevin Mbappe with an 8.5, 8.1s as well for Neves and Hakim Ziyech, and we grab another 3 points in the league. We're back on cup duty now. We head over to the Madejski Stadium to face Reading here in the round of 16 of the League Cup. A lot of changes. Munir is pretty much the only player who remains, along with Max Jackson in goal. Youth Academy players such as Bennett, Lawal and Cook are in. Reading are a completely unknown entity to me. I've never faced them on this game. I can't remember the last time I ever faced them, if I'm going to be honest. Moutinho in space once more, and he drills it just wide of the far post. Moutinho, obviously one of the most experienced players in the side, probably the most experienced player in this side, and you kind of need that when you've got a lot of youngsters on the pitch in the cup. Moutinho obviously not getting the game time as he did last year. You know, he's gone down in overall. We've brought in a new attacking mid, and we obviously play one less central midfielder now, so he's almost guaranteed not to be playing as much. Lawal in towards Moutinho, prodded back through, now into Munir. This is João Moutinho again. It's deflected off Ilori and it's gone in. What? What on it? I thought that had gone... What? Okay, I am blind. Okay, we'll come on to that in a moment. João Moutinho has given us the lead. I need to see this again because I thought that had gone wide. Lovely back heel from Munir. It has gone in. Why did I think that had gone wide? Well, there you go. Moutinho was going for the complete opposite corner. Was probably fine in the back of the net, actually. It's been given to Moutinho, which seems a bit lenient because it was certainly going the opposite direction. I mean, it was still going in. It was a shot on target, but Ilori probably lucky not to have an own goal to his name there, but we'll take it. We're 1-0 up in slightly confusing circumstances, if I'm honest. João Moutinho. This is Patrick Bennett with a lot of space, and it's falling now to Kelvin Lawal. The volley, though, into the ground. Vito Manone claims. Now Morgan Gibbs-White. Over on the left-hand side is Ruben Vinagre. Thinks about teeing one up, but instead will burst down the left-hand side. Leaves the ball behind, but there's men in the centre, one of which is Munir. Great save from Manone. That was absolutely wonderful from the Italian. Great header as well, I've got to say, from Munir with the back of his head. We've given that one away in a dangerous position. This is Barrow now. Ball in is a really good one towards Kelly. Saved by Jackson, kept in by Bodvarsson. No, it isn't. It'll go out, I think, for a goal kick. Really poor from the Reading striker, but a good save from Jackson and did just about enough. Good run here being made by Jonathan David. This is a chance to make it 2 with Jonathan David, saved by Manone again. The Canadian youngster not able to open his body up quite enough, and in the end it's a pretty simple save with his feet. Vinagre wins that one. João Moutinho has now got Munir in space. This has surely got to be 2-0. It's deflected again, this time off David Myler. It is 2-0, but we are seriously lucky at this point. Munir grabs his first goal of the episode. It's 2-0 and Reading have been so unfortunate. I'm shaping myself up here. I don't even want Munir to hit it with his left. I want him to hit it with his right. He's gone with his weaker foot in the end. He's gone for the other side. It's come off Myler's shin and it's gone in. Can't believe this. The first goal deflected off Ilori. The second goal deflected off David Myler, and we find ourselves 2 goals to the good right on the edge of half-time here. Prolonged possession here for Reading as the cross is blocked off Gibbs-White, and again, second time in this episode, Jackson with a slightly questionable punch clear. Oh, this is a great passing move. João Moutinho here on the ball, cuts it back. João Moutinho, what a goal. The composure from the midfield maestro, our most experienced player. I hope I leave that passing move in full, because that was absolutely brilliant. The stop, the cut back from João Moutinho, and he leathers it in with his weak foot past Vito Mannone. The move behind that was brilliant. It's 3-0, and that is game, set and match here in the League Cup. Munir was involved. It's his final action. He comes off for Andreas Pereira. Simple as you like. Moutinho has himself a brace. Ball through here for Bodvarsson. Cross in towards Aluko, but a wild effort from him. Sanchez there for Jonathan David. Clipped over the top here for Andreas Pereira, and that is 4. Simple as you like. Pereira off the bench a moment ago. And with 7 minutes to go, we are 4 goals to the good. Really nice ball over the top from David. Great take from Pereira. Takes it in his stride and then volleys it, or half volleys it even, right into the top corner. No chance for Mannone. Blasted into the roof of the net by the Brazilian. And that caps off a comfortable victory here in the League Cup. Reading 0, Wolves 4 here. Oh, Reading coming forward though here. Bolly with a vital touch to put the Reading attacker off, and we just about managed to keep hold of our clean sheet. So Sekou, Andreas Pereira here. Might well go and grab a second. He goes for the finesse. Oh, what a goal to make it 5 from Andreas Pereira. That is what you like to see from the Brazilian. Oh, that is beautiful. 2 minutes to go, and it is Reading 0, Wolves 5. It has been an absolute demolition job here. Pereira just cuts back, and then with the finesse, we saw it from Jota earlier on, and now we've seen an even better one, arguably, from Andreas Pereira, as he finds the absolute top corner. Vito Mannone with literally no chance. 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes for the substitute. And that really is a comfortable victory now. And the referee blows mercy on Reading. It is a 5-0 absolute demolition. It's a 9.6 rating for João Moutinho. He fended off some stiff competition for the Man of the Match award. Andreas Pereira and Munir with 9.5s, as well as Jonathan David with a 9.4. But overall, a ridiculously good performance from the entire side. Our toughest challenge of the episode arrives now, though, because we are about to face Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League. It is our strongest starting 11 going into this one. Harry Maguire is back. Deo Upamecano partners him at centre-back at 80 rating. Maguire now has joined Hakim Ziyech as the highest rated player. So we step out onto the field here at Stamford Bridge in our changed kit, in our white apparel. They're also the best defensive team in the league going into this one. You can see that we are not in the top 5. There's no real surprise there, although we've not been as bad defensively as we were last season. I think the addition of Upamecano and Maguire has definitely had a positive impact on the side. Chelsea look a little bit open at the back, and that's a ball over the top there to find Munir. He's done well to get on the end of it, puts the ball into the box. Kepa, though, is able to punch that one. Eden Hazard challenged there by Mbappe, but it's still fallen to Kante. This is Hazard again, well blocked by Maguire. Adama Traore in all sorts of pain. N'Golo Kante wins the ball back. This is Baker. Now over here to Pedro. Well saved by Max Jackson. Important save from him. The youngster makes his biggest stop of the episode so far. We were exposed. Once again, Johnny Otto loses his man, but Max Jackson is able to bail the Spaniard out once again. Neves with a nice turn. Ziyech, and a load of space here for Jadon Sancho. Oh, that should have been 1-0. That's a poor effort from Jadon Sancho. He cuts back. It's blocked there by Azpilicueta, and it'll be a corner. That really should have been 1-0. Jadon, oh, he's just put it straight at the keeper. Puts the ball in. Jackson comes and punches. Commanding stuff from such a young guy. Kante with the ball there into Baker. Oh my word, what a goal that is from Chelsea. Jackson may have punched the corner clear, but he had absolutely no chance with that strike. That is such a good goal, and it is a really good effort. It's not that far in the corner. Maybe Jackson could have done a little bit better, but the power behind it was ridiculous. It looks as if it's gone slightly through Harry Maguire. Don't know how to feel about that one, EA, but it is a goal regardless. It's a really good finish from Baker. Kante there into Hazard. Oh, ball back through for Hazard again. We need to make sure we don't concede a second in this half, and we have done. Quick fire goals from Chelsea, and a second now scored by Eden Hazard. Puts us in a really difficult position now in this game. We really needed to hold on at least and keep it at 1-0, and Max Jackson's been beaten at his near post. Could he do better there, or is it just a ridiculously good strike from Hazard? I feel like he's got to do better there. I know near post goals are a little bit easier in this game than they would be in real life, but regardless, you've just got to cover the front post. You've just got to make sure you're not getting beaten there and give the Chelsea man a bit more to do than just blast it past you there. So that's the end then of the first half. A really disappointing final 5 minutes of it, because up until that point we were giving it as good as we got. It was 0-0, it was very even, and then 2 quick-fire goals literally in the last 5 minutes of the half have made this game so impossibly difficult for us now. Is N'Golo Kante for Chelsea. Fouled by Upamecano. Ref gives advantage. Hazard cuts in. That's now through for N'Golo Kante. And that's game over. 3-0. That is it. Go home, everybody. It's been a fun time. It's been a lovely trip to London, but we're not getting anything out of this one. And now we face the momentum struggle, because now the AI have scored this many goals in a game, they're going to be practically impossible to play against. Martinez, Ziyech there running through the centre. This needs to be a goal from Hakim Ziyech, and he's put it wide. And that is that, really. I mean, we didn't really have a chance anyway with 20 minutes to go. We weren't exactly going to score 2 more after that, but that is a really poor effort. It just shows as well, if Jadon Sancho had scored earlier, how different this game could have gone too. Back to Ziyech again, now into Joseph Martinez. He turns well. Away from David Luiz. Adama now into Ziyech, and we have got a goal back this time. Pick up the ball, Hakim, or not, that's fine. There we go, 3-1. We should have scored 3 minutes ago, but at least we do manage to get ourselves on the score sheet now. Martinez with a turn back, Adama into Ziyech, and first time slots it in. It's something. Could the comeback be on? Realistically, absolutely not, but we can at least dream, boys. This is Angban. Ball through is a great one into Willian. That is offside, though, thankfully. Otherwise, I would have been having kittens at that defending. Right, Munir into Joseph Martinez. The run being made down the right-hand side here by Helder Costa. He's got the energy to get away. It's Helder Costa. Still Helder Costa. Well blocked, though, there by Emerson. That was a great run from the man straight off the bench there. If we had got a goal there, then I would have started to dream. Anyway, ball will get swung in. We've not got time for that. Ziyech to the back stick for Upamecano. Headed clear, though, down the line. And Babu. Great ball in behind there for Costa. Sanchez. Munir, over is Martinez. I mean, I wanted it really to go to Adama in that position. Still Martinez, Sanchez. Now Hakim Ziyech, the ball there into Helder Costa. Really nice turn. Turn back again and again from Helder Costa. Still on the ball. Tejas gets it clear and it comes off Costa for a goal kick. That will be that. We've looked at, I mean, we've woken up a bit in the second half of this second half, but it was way too late, really. The league leaders continue on a rampant run of form. I think they're like 4 points clear in the league. It's disappointing, really. There wasn't actually that much to separate the two sides in terms of stats, really. We had 7 shots in comparison to Chelsea's 8. They had 6 shots on target in comparison to our 4. So Adama got an 8.2 rating. Johnny Otto got an 8.1. I think, to be honest, he was good at tackling, but his positioning is still so far from the finished article, and man of the match obviously went to a Chelsea player. It was actually Lewis Baker, interestingly. So here is how the table looks after today's episode. Chelsea weren't actually top, it was Spurs, but I mean, Chelsea played like they should have been top, in fairness. They are 3rd in the league. Spurs 3 points clear of Manchester United, then 4 points back to Chelsea. Fulham going strong, still in the top 4, just ahead of us on goal difference now. In the background, though, now you'll be seeing the Hall of Fame, where all the records and accolades are kept for this series. Unsurprising that top goal scorer is still Joseph Martinez. He's obviously got the most goals contributed as well in this series, and he's approaching Rui Patricio, if not has already overtaken him on appearances, given the Portuguese international has not been in goal in recent episodes and has been replaced by Max Jackson. Also worth noting, Harry Maguire and Hakim Ziyech are now tied for the best player overall wise in the squad, with Neves and Martinez about to close them down on 83 as an overall. In the top right of the screen, though, now you'll be able to see the vote for player of the episode, and I'm sure there'll be a decent amount of contenders despite that disappointing loss there at the end against Chelsea. But that is going to round up today's video, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the FIFA 19 Wolves career mode here. Obviously a disappointing loss, as I mentioned, against Chelsea to end things, but still loads of positives to take. As you can see, barring an absolute miracle, it looks like we're going to progress now to the knockout stages of the Europa League. We're through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, and also we had a very good win against Leicester earlier on in the Premier League too, despite obviously dropping points against Chelsea. If you enjoyed this video, though, slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's the big red button under the video, and we're still looking for 100,000 subscribers before the end of the calendar year. You can also follow me on social media too. My Twitter and Insta are at @theofficialfng, and links are down below. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
I've been smoking and drinking. Say the weed and the voice got me thinking skeptical. Boy, you better know when I'm under the influence. If I say shit, then I meant it all. Had a flashback when I used to kick ball, and the coach told me I weren't technical. Man, I lost all the air in my lungs, and it's like a man took a low blow to the testicles. Like, see the spare time, I invest it all to the music. Dug deep, now I'm seeing improvements. Spill force on the ink.